Mom and Dad, do you want your student to understand math? Not just the how of math, but the why? Do you want them even maybe to enjoy it? If you give me the next 3 minutes, I'm going to walk you through a 3-step process that's used by the world's top math curricula to help all students learn to understand math, to enjoy math, and even to see the beauty of math. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jonathan Gray, Headmaster of Veritas Classical Academy, and I've worked with hundreds of students in some of the nation's leading classical charter schools, and I've seen firsthand the power of a classical mathematics education in transforming students' lives. Over the next 3 minutes, I'm going to walk you through a 3-step process that can help your student come to enjoy math too. So digits are symbols that represent abstract concepts of quantity. There's nothing inherent in the digit 2 that necessarily means that it has to mean this many. So this is the power of digits. It allows you to multiply something like 1,327 times 8 without needing to write out 10,616 individual symbols. But this makes numbers seem disconnected from the real world, especially for kids whose worlds are very concrete. And it can be hard for kids' minds to make the jump from the concrete world of their everyday experience to the abstract world of numbers. We need to move from the concrete world into the abstract world of digits, and we need a process for doing that smoothly. And here's the process. 1. Start with the concrete. Begin a new concept by giving the students concrete objects that they can pick up, hold in their hands, and rearrange. This is vital. When teaching something like multiplication, have the students make equal groups of buttons where they can count the number of buttons in the group and the number of groups, and then find the total. This step helps connect the mathematical concept to the concrete real world. Most schools don't do this step for one reason: it's hard. It's hard to keep the materials organized, it's hard to plan, and it's hard to train students to use those materials responsibly and in an orderly way. But it's a shame because this step is what helps make mathematical concepts real for students, rather than just an abstraction. Step 2, move to a picture. After students understand the concept in the material world, then we move to a picture of the objects. And as a teacher, what I'm looking for is if their conceptual understanding of what's happening has made the jump from the concrete to the pictorial. So after teaching them to use buttons to multiply, we'll move to pictures of buttons in those equal groups and see if that conceptual understanding makes the jump. This step really is the secret sauce, because once students understand how to represent mathematical concepts with a picture, their understanding skyrockets. 5th grade students begin doing high school algebra when they understand this step. 3, move to the abstract. Once students have made the jump from the concrete to the picture, then we move them from the picture to the abstraction of digits. Again, as a teacher, I'm paying careful attention to make sure that that conceptual understanding is coming along when we start using digits instead of just pictures. And if at any point along the way that conceptual understanding doesn't come, then we're going to go back to the previous step and try again. Digits and symbols are where most schools stay because it's less work, it's cleaner, and it's more efficient to drill students on how to work an abstract algorithm than to engage in the temporary inefficiency of conceptual learning. Drilling on an algorithm is how machines are taught to do math, but your child isn't a machine and shouldn't be taught like one. And there you have it. If you would like to see what teaching math to human beings should look like, click on the link in the description and sign up for a tour of Veritas. This is the mathematics education that all students at Veritas receive. You can ensure that your child has this type of mathematics education by filling out a free application for our tuition-free public charter school. I would love for your student to join the thousands who have benefited from this humane and beautiful approach to mathematics.